All right, today we are going to be focusing on the spine. So we're going to be doing poses to strengthen and increase flexibility in our back. And also these poses can be helpful in relieving back pain. So we're gonna, if you do have a strap and a block, have them handy. And actually, if you have a strap, go ahead and bring it with you, and we're gonna start on our back. So just have the strap handy near you. Go ahead and lay back. And it's your choice, but if you wanna get right into the hips and low back, you can bring your feet to butterfly, your legs to butterfly pose. So bring the soles of the feet together and letting the knees fall open. If this feels like too much pressure on the hips or low back, a nice release also is to bring your feet to hip distance apart with your knees up. Or, of course, you can just extend the legs long and let the feet fall open. So your choice. You can rest the arms alongside the body, or you can rest the hands on the body. Bring the hands to the hips, or one hand to low belly, one hand to heart. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Fill all the way up, hold it at the top just for an extra beat, and then we'll release it through the mouth. Make it a nice long exhale, and at the very end of the exhale, draw the belly button back toward the spine, contracting the core, holding the breath just for a beat. And inhale through the nose. This, of course, is at your own pace. Nice, slow, deep inhale. So you can hold it just for a beat at the top. And exhale through the mouth. Same thing. Complete the exhale. Draw the belly button back toward the spine. Contract the core. Hold it. Okay, so this is not full breath retention. We just want to bring total awareness to the length of the inhale and the length of the exhale. So just a pause before we move from inhale to exhale and exhale to inhale. You can find your Ujjayi breath, so closing the lips, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And then just work the breath toward equal length in the inhale and the exhale. Sometimes we can just do a little count in our head. That can help us bring awareness to the length of the inhale and the exhale. So finding an even count. Take about 3 more breaths here. Take a moment just to set an intention for your practice. Last full breath, inhale. And exhale. Bring the left leg long on the mat if it's not already, and pull the right knee in toward the chest. Interlace fingers around the knee, and then pull the knee around the ribs off to the right and then up toward the right shoulder. Elbows stay in. Get really active in both feet, all 10 toes, flexing back toward both knees, compressing the hip, and then having both hips and both shoulders glued to the mat. Draw the right knee back towards center, and then extend the right leg up toward the sky. Okay, so you can have your strap here if you'd like. You can place it around the foot. You can hold on to the back of the leg, calf, ankle, or maybe take the peace fingers around the right big toe. Keep that left hip glued to the floor. And then from here, whatever you're holding on to, just start to draw your forehead toward your right knee. So we're gonna lift the shoulders off the floor, extend that left hand toward the left toes, just finding our core here. And releasing the shoulders back down toward the floor. Take your left hand, bring it to your left hip, glue that left hip to the floor, and then start to extend the right leg to the right. Okay, if we don't have a straight right leg, no worries, or we don't have a strap, you can just bend the right leg and start to draw the right knee toward the floor. Just getting into hamstrings, inner thigh, hips. And then draw the right leg back towards center, and with a straight or a bent leg, supine twist, draw that right leg across the center of the body, extend the right arm to the right. Work toward pressing that right shoulder down onto the mat. So the twist might not be as deep. And complete the exhale here. Draw that right leg back towards center. Give it a quick little squeeze and release right knee to the, or right leg to the mat. Draw that left leg in, interlace fingers around the knee. Draw the left leg around the left ribs and up toward the left shoulder. So it's just a little circle there, giving us a little more room. Elbows draw in, toes are active, flexing back toward the knees. Shoulders and hips glued to the floor. Take one more full breath here. Left leg comes back towards center. Extend the left leg up toward the ceiling or the sky. Left hand at the back of the left leg or strap around the left foot. Both shoulders and hips flat to the floor. If it's available, left peace fingers around left big toe. Right hand is on the right hip or alongside the body. All right, and let's just find our core here. So forehead reaches toward the left knee. Both shoulders come off the floor. You're still really active here in this right leg. Reaching the right fingertips toward the right toes. And shoulders release down toward the floor. Keep hold of the left foot or strap or leg and draw the left leg to the left, opening through inner thigh. Shoulders and hips stay glued to the floor. We can extend that right leg, right arm to the right, or keep the right hand on the right hip to keep it glued to the mat. One more breath. Draw the left leg back towards center, and then with a straight or bent leg, leg releases to the right, left hand extends to the left, leg is, toes or knee are drawing toward the floor, and left shoulder is working toward gluing to the mat. And then draw that right or left leg back towards center. Knee comes into the chest for a squeeze, and then we'll bring the right knee in to meet the left. Toes, heels, ankles, knees side by side. You can reach your fingers towards one another, opposite hand toward opposite wrist, opposite hand toward opposite elbow. Press tailbone down toward the floor, elongate through the back of the neck. Relax the grip on both knees. Do a little rock along the length of the spine. And then we're gonna cross over the ankles and we're gonna make our way towards Sphinx pose. So come onto the forearms. You're gonna bring both forearms parallel to one another. Extend the legs out behind at hip distance apart. As we press into the palms of the hands, draw the chest forward and the crown of the head up. Then we're going to take a neck and shoulder stretch here. So go ahead and release the chin toward the chest. Stay lifted. And then a little rock to the right. Hold here, stretching through the left side of the neck. Back through center, rock to the left, stretch through the right side of the neck. Come back through center, chin to chest. Now release the shoulders by the ears and let the head dangle. So we're relaxed in the shoulders now. You should feel this coming a little bit further down your back, right between the shoulder blades. And then, if it's comfortable, a couple rocks side to side. It's a really great neck, upper back release. Come back to a proud sphinx. Reach through the crown of the head, and then we're gonna tuck those toes under and press back to child's pose. Nice low back release here, forehead to the mat. Exhale. Right arm stays extended. Slide that left arm underneath the right. Come onto left shoulder and left ear. Inhale. Exhale. Extend the left arm long. Slide the right arm underneath the left. Right shoulder, right ear. Inhale. Exhale. Extend the right arm long. Press up, tabletop position. On your own, 3 cat-cows. The inhale brings us to cow pose, releasing belly, lifting crown of head and tailbone. The exhale brings us to cat pose, lifting and separating shoulder blades, looking toward navel center. And again, at your own pace. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. After you complete your last cat pose, come into tabletop position. Make sure that the shoulders are stacked right over the wrists and the hips are stacked right over the knees. And then for a spinal strengthener, we're gonna extend the right arm forward and the left leg back, bicep by the ear. Press back through the ball of the left foot. 2 hips in one line. Draw the belly button back toward the spine. So of course, to have a nice, strong, and healthy back, we need a strong core too. So just bring your awareness to your core. Okay, we're gonna take the right hand to the floor. Take your right toes, bring them out to the outer edge of your mat and place the left foot on the floor. So we're in a modified side plank position. Extend that left arm up. Maybe look up toward the fingertips. And then extend the left arm forward overhead, bicep by the ear, and lift that left leg off the floor. We're gonna bring that left elbow to touch the left knee, and then round like you're coming into cat pose. So we really want rounded position here in the spine, and then extend, and again, round as if you're doing cat pose. Extend, and then this will be our last one. Round, extend, and now we're gonna bend the left leg, take the foot from the outside, and then open through the front side of the body. So press that foot back, maybe look up. If you have a healthy neck and it causes no discomfort, slowly release your right ear toward your right shoulder, just to increase the stretch along the left side of the neck. This feels really good to me, but if it does not feel good to you, keep the head in line with the spine, extended straight forward, come back to modified side plank, and then back to tabletop position. And we'll do all of that on the other side. So extend that left arm forward, right leg back, 2 hips are in one line, toes point down toward the floor, really active from fingertips all the way back through the ball of the foot. Draw the belly button back toward the spine, nice tight core, and then release the left hand to the floor. You're gonna flip the left foot out to the outer edge of your mat and place the right foot on the floor. Modified side plank, reach through right fingertips, gazes down at the floor or up toward the fingertips. And then we'll extend that right arm forward, nice stretch through your right side, lift that right leg off the floor. A nice one long line from fingertips back through toes. And then elbow to knee and round, like you're doing cat pose. Extend. We'll just do 2 more at your own pace. So tuck it in, elbow to knee, and round the spine. This will be our last one. Round, extend, and then we're gonna kick that right foot back, take the foot from the outside. So this is a modified Chapasana, sugarcane pose. Start to press that right foot back, open through your chest and shoulders. Gaze can be up, down, to the side, of course. And then again, if there's no pain in the neck, release that left shoulder to the left ear. Get that beautiful stretch, right side of your neck. If this causes any discomfort, keep head in line with the spine. Come back to a modified side plank and release, tabletop position. All right, now we're gonna tuck the toes under, hips high, downward facing dog. Start to pedal through the feet, stay really connected to the breath here. Three more breaths in downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Look forward toward the front of your mat. Come forward and release into forward fold. From here, draw your feet to touch. Bend the knees a lot. Slide your hands underneath your heels. Your fingers are going to point toward your toes. Elbows are going to come behind the knees. You stay right here with your torso sandwiched to your legs, your thighs, and then start to straighten the legs. But only go as straight as you can with the torso resting on the thighs. This is a really nice release for the spine. So focus more on your spinal length than the hamstrings. You're going to feel it in the hamstrings as well. Keep the neck nice and loose, looking back toward the back of your mat. Last breath. Release the hands out from underneath the heels. Inhale, come up to monkey pose. Halfway lift, pause here, exhale. Inhale, sweep your arms off to the side, capital T. Inhale, just building a little heat in the spine. Exhale. Left hand to the floor, right fingertips toward the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to a flat back, arms extend to capital T. Inhale. Exhale. And then right fingertips to the floor, left fingertips toward the ceiling. If you can't reach the floor, you can have a block, or you can place your hands on your shins or your thighs. Just a little twist in the spine, building some strength here. And come back, capital T. Shoulders draw away from the ears, and then inhale, rise up, tall mountain. Good. On the exhale, draw the elbows down, lift the chest and gaze. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold, come down with a flat back, reaching through the fingertips. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, forward fold, plant the hands. Inhale, step back to plank pose. Exhale, slowly lower down onto the mat. Tops of the feet flat to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Pause here. Exhale. Keep drawing the chest forward, crown of the head lifts. Inhale. Exhale, release. Tap the forehead to the floor, tuck the toes under. Press up, tabletop or plank. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Look forward, step or float to the front of your mat. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, sweep those arms off to the side. Come down with a flat back, using your spinal strength all the way. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, plant the hands. Inhale, step back, plank pose. And then exhale, all the way to the mat or halfway, Chaturanga Dandasana, elbows stay in. Inhale, flip the feet, upward facing dog. Roll the shoulders down and away from the ears. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. All right, we're gonna start picking up the pace. We're gonna build some heat in the body. Breath to movement. Look toward your hands. Inhale, step or float forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain. This time on our exhale, right back to forward fold. Just start going a little bit quicker. Inhale, halfway lift. And this time on the exhale, chaturanga. You can step or float back, lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, step or float forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Monkey inhale, and chaturanga exhale. That chest nice and open as we come down into chaturanga. Being mindful not to collapse the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale. Exhale. Come forward, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way tall mountain. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Come forward, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Come all the way up, inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Hopefully you're feeling that blood pumping, breath working. Just preparing our body for some deeper stretches. Come forward, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. We want our muscles nice and warm. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Lift the heels high. Bring the knees to hover. Look forward, plank pose. Inhale. Lower all the way down. Exhale. Bring feet out to mat distance apart. Arms to capital T. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. So we're going to be building strength and flexibility. Exhale, hands underneath the shoulders. Legs back in line with the hips. Tuck the toes. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, right leg high. This time, exhale, right knee to right elbow, and then step the foot to the outside of the right hand. Good. Bring that left knee down toward the floor. Stay here, stay lifted, or come down onto forearms. Keep drawing that chest forward, maybe forehead toward the hands. Last breath here. Exhale. Come back up onto the hands. Bring the right toes out to 45 degrees. Roll onto the outer edge of that right foot. Right hand to right knee twist. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the twist. bend the left leg, take the foot from the outside. Okay, so if you can't reach the foot, just draw the foot in and you can take a strap and wrap it around the foot. Continue to twist as we draw the left heel in toward the hips. Inhale. Exhale, release the left foot down toward the floor. Plant the hands, if we can, in one motion. Right leg high, inhale. Three-legged dog, open the hip, bend the leg, exhale. Inhale, straighten the legs, square the hips. Exhale, knee to nose, step through. Rise up, crescent lunge, inhale. Bring the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, press the fists down, start to lift through the chest. Hold here, a little chest expansion. If you feel imbalanced, take your gaze to the floor. One more inhale. Exhale, hands release to the floor. Step your left foot forward. Inhale, chair pose, arms reach up, hips release down. Take the weight back into the heels. If we do have low back issues, this is uncomfortable, bring the feet to hip distance apart. One more inhale, or hands to the heart if it's too much on the upper back. And then exhale, forward fold wherever we are. Inhale, monkey. And then exhale, chaturanga, step or float back. Lower halfway or all the way down. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg, inhale. Knee to nose, exhale. Left knee to right elbow on the exhale. Three-legged dog, inhale. We'll take a left knee to left elbow and then we'll set that left foot to the outside of the left hand. Bring that right knee to the floor. Stay here, stay lifted. You can come onto a block or you can come onto your forearms. Keep drawing the chest forward, head stays in line with the spine. Maybe we bring forehead toward the hands, just depending on our flexibility on this side on this day. Complete the exhale here. Come back up onto the hands. Left toes come out at 45-degree angle and then roll onto the outer edge of the left foot. Take the left hand to the left knee, twist in the spine. Exhale. Bend that right leg, take the foot from the outside. Start to draw the right heel toward the hips and continue to twist in the spine, maybe looking out at the back toes. Exhale, release the right toes to the floor. Place the hands on the floor, lift the knee. Three-legged dog, inhale. And open the hip, bend the leg, exhale. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, step through. Inhale, crescent lunge. Left knee stacks right over the left ankle. Arms reach all the way up overhead. Wrists over shoulders, over hips. And then let's take the hands behind the back. A little funny thing going on in my ankle. Interlace the hands. Draw the fists down and back. Lift the chest. Maybe lift the gaze or keep the gaze on the floor to help with the balance. Inhale. Exhale. Hands to the floor. Inhale, chair pose. So step forward, lift the arms. And then exhale, we're going to sweep the arms behind, reach through the fingertips, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the chest, chin off of the chest. Triceps are nice and strong. Inhale, back to chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, monkey pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, knees hover. Inhale, plank. Exhale, slowly lower down. Zip up the legs, draw the toes and heels to touch. Take hands behind the back for chest expansion. Inhale, lift the chest off the floor. Press the fists toward the heel. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe lift the feet off the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale and release. Hands come back underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes under. Inhale, tabletop or plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Right leg lifts, inhale. Low lunge, exhale. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands behind the back. Inhale, draw those fists down and back. And then exhale, airplane with chest expansion. So we're gonna step onto the right foot, lift the left leg off the floor, extend that left leg straight out behind, reaching the fists back toward the heel. Complete the exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms forward, warrior three. Okay, so building strength in our upper back. Draw the belly button back toward the spine. Okay, now step that left foot back. Keep the arms extended. Torso comes to 45. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, draw all the way back up to crescent lunge. And exhale, warrior two. Look out over the front fingertips. Work toward a straight back leg. Draw the tailbone toward the floor. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, knees hover. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, lower down. Bring hands in front, arms straight out. Arrow mudra, interlace the fingers, release the index fingers. Zip up the legs. Inhale, lift everything off the floor. Exhale, squeeze the palms of the hands together, squeeze the toes together. Inhale. One more, lift. And release, hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes under, press up plank or tabletop. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands behind the back, interlace the hands. Inhale, expand the chest. Exhale, airplane with chest expansion. Step onto the left foot. Right leg extends out behind, toes point down. Continue to lift the chest, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Sweep both arms forward. Biceps by the ears, reach through the fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, being mindful not to collapse through the chest. Inhale. Exhale, step back, torso comes to 45 degrees. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Open through the hips and shoulders. 90 degrees in that front leg. Nice strong back leg. Soft gaze. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, step back plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, knees hover. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down. Okay, working into a little more flexibility. We're gonna bend both legs. Take the feet from the outside. Bring the knees to touch. Press the feet into the hands and lift for floor bow. Dhanurasana pose. Head stays in line with the spine. Last inhale. Exhale, draw the hands underneath the shoulders, legs long. Press back, child's pose. Couple more breaths in child's pose. Just releasing the spine. All right, come up to a seat. Go ahead and grab your block. All right, so like I said, really important for a strong, healthy back is a very strong, healthy core. So we're gonna do some core work. First, we're gonna do one more spine strengthener and release, and then we'll come down onto our back. So for staff pose, if we can't get the shoulders up over the hips, you can sit on a block. Otherwise, we're gonna draw the shoulders over the hips. Hands are gonna come to the floor or out behind. Just want shoulders right over the hips. So this takes spinal strength. Now get really active in the legs, so much so that the heels even start to lift off the floor. Again, you can have hands resting on the floor or your thighs. Staff pose. One more breath. Then we'll release the spine, lift both arms up overhead for Paschimottanasana. Start hinging forward. Hands come to the thighs, shins, floor, or feet. So that seated position we were just in may not look like much, but you should be able to feel it in your back. So it's nice to practice that pose, working on our postural muscles, and then to take this forward fold, so we're releasing the spine. All right, release from the fold, and again, grab your block, come down onto your back. All right, so similar to the way we began our class, we're gonna bring that right knee directly into the chest, give it a squeeze, and then if you can, either strap around the foot or peace fingers around the big toe. Take your left hand to your left hip. So if you have a hold of the strap, that's great. Or the back of the leg, or the toe. Okay, now lift your left leg off the floor to hover, and then draw your forehead towards your knee, and reach your left fingertips toward your left toes. Hold here for another breath. Okay, keep your left leg lifted. If you can, release the toe. Both hands straight out, and we're pulsing. So pulse, pulse. Four, 3, 2, 1. Now switch the legs. I think the iguana pooped again. Switch the legs, keep those shoulders lifted. Switch the legs. Okay, now left leg up. If you can, take hold of the big toe, strap, or leg. Reach your right hand towards your right toes. Draw the forehead toward the left knee. Your core is just so contracted here, so really feel everything crunching up as you draw the belly button back toward the spine. You continue to breathe. Now release your left hand and then pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hang in there. Right leg, switch, left, right, left. If straight legs are too much, you can like bicycle your legs. Okay, one more each side. Good, pull your knees into your chest, release your shoulders. Wow, so our core was engaged that whole time, felt so good. You should feel nice and firm in your belly right now. So go ahead and take your block. We're gonna place it between our feet. And we're gonna do block pass. It's not my favorite, but it's so good for our core. So extend your arms up overhead. Tops of your hands are resting on the floor. Lift your shoulders and your arms straight up. Grab onto your block. Release legs and hands to hover. And again, block, pass. Four, three, two, one. Good. Release knees into the chest, block to the floor. All right, now roll up to a seat. We want to get our obliques as well. So we're going to come onto our right forearm and take a modified side plank here. Lift your hips off the floor. Left hand reaches up toward the ceiling, and then just dip your right hip down and lift, down and lift. Four, three, two, one. Now go ahead and come into forearm plank. Hold here, draw the belly button back toward the spine. It's all core work, so use your core. Keep your shoulders in line with your hips, in line with your heels. And then roll to your left. Reach your right arm up, and then dip that hip. And lift. And this is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to forearm plank. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lift your hips high for dolphin. Look back towards your toes. One more breath. Head is hanging heavy, so there's no tension in the neck. Good. And release. Let's make our way back to downward facing dog at the front of our mat. Reconnect to the breath. Last exhale. All right, right leg high, inhale. Low lunge, exhale. Crescent, inhale. Hands behind the back, chest expansion, exhale. Interlace those hands. Inhale, lift and expand, exhale. Airplane with chest expansion. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale, lunge with arms extended. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Inhale, side plank. Right foot steps back, right arm lifts. Exhale, plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Flow on the other side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands behind the back. Inhale, puff the chest. Exhale, airplane with chest expansion. Inhale, arms extend straight, Virabhadrasana 3. Exhale, lunge with rocket ship arms. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, side plank, left foot steps back, left arm reaches up. Exhale, plank, hold here, inhale. Exhale, nice, slow, smooth chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale. Exhale. And of course, when we flow, it's at your own pace with your breath's rhythm. So adding on, inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, and you kind of know where we're going now. Inhale, so take it at your pace. Rise up, crescent. Exhale, hands behind the back. Inhale, expand the chest. Exhale, airplane with chest expansion. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, lunge with rocket ship arms. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge, and listen to the change. Exhale, left foot comes forward, arms down by the side. Hold here, palms face out. Okay, we're gonna take it into Padangustasana. We already did it on the floor, so you have options. Take a strap around your foot. You can take your left peace fingers to your left big toe, or you can take left hand to the knee. Okay, we're gonna start to extend that leg forward. Even if the leg's not straight, that's fine. Just keep the shoulders away from the ears. And then we're gonna take that right hand to the right and start to open the left leg to the left. Draw the tailbone down, lower the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale. We did this on the floor at the beginning of class. We're just building in the balance. Inhale. Exhale. Eagle Garudasana. Left leg around the right. Right arm underneath the left. Take it nice and slow. Toes can be a kickstand, or you can wrap the ankle around the back of the toes around the back of the ankle. Square your hips and shoulders. Inhale. Lower into your chair. Exhale. And then full staff. Inhale. Arms up overhead. Leg extends long. Exhale. Low lunge. Step slowly back. Hands to the floor. Inhale, side plank, right leg back, right arm reaches high. And this time, exhale, chaturanga. So just roll forward, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale. Exhale. One more, inhale. Exhale. Left leg lifts, inhale. Low lunge, exhale, step through. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise up. Exhale, hands behind the back. Inhale, puff the chest. Exhale, step forward, balance on that left leg. Inhale, sweep those arms forward. Exhale, step lightly back, rocket ship arms. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, right foot forward, arms down by the side. Okay, so same options on this side. Strap around the foot, hand around the knee, right fingers around the right toes, hand on the hip. Extend that leg forward. Bent or straight, pull the shoulder back into its socket, lower the shoulders away from the ears. Strong standing leg. Extend that left arm to the left. Option to open the leg. Same thing we did on the floor. This time we're balanced on one leg. Draw that tailbone down, engage through the core, shoulders away from the ears. Our release, not much of a release, is eagle pose. So right leg is gonna wrap around the left arm underneath the right, take it nice and slow. Toes reach around the back of the leg. Shoulders away from the ears, palms reaching toward each other. Sit low in the chair. Inhale, staff pose. Extend the arms up overhead, extend that leg forward, and then exhale, low lunge. Step back, hands to the earth. Side plank, inhale, step that left leg back, left arm reaches up. Exhale, chaturanga, roll forward, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Heels lift, knees hover, plank pose, lower down. All right, so if you have a strap, you might want to grab it or have it handy. I'm gonna take frog pose, really, really good for the back. Nice hip opener as well. So bend your right leg And then come up onto your left forearm, bring it parallel to the front of the mat. Take that right hand to the inside of the right foot. And then we're gonna start drawing that right heel down and forward. Okay, if we have the, ability to start to spin the fingertips up and press the hand to the top of the foot. So it's a kind of a big transition. Okay, if you have a healthy and pretty flexible back, option to come up onto the left hand. So I'm barely flexible enough to do that. If this causes any discomfort, do not take this variation of the pose. Be mindful not to lock out that left elbow. Keep the chest lifted, head in line with the spine. Really big back bend here. Quad stretch, knee stretch. You slowly release wherever you are. That's intense. All right, we're gonna take it on the other side. So bend that left leg, come onto your right forearm. Start to spin the hand so the palm rests on top of the foot. Just gives us a little more leverage to start to press the sole of the foot toward the floor. Stay lifted out of the shoulders. And then option to come up onto the right hand. Just deepen into the back bend. Mindful not to lock that elbow like I have a tendency to do. Stay nice and lifted, head in line with the spine. Continue to breathe deeply. Shoulders away from the ears. If you're like this, back out of it. You want to stay lifted. Last breath. Slow release. And then just rest the ear on the floor, arms alongside the body. And then we can take and bend both legs. And then just windshield wiper your feet back and forth. So nice release for your back. And go ahead and switch to the opposite ear. Just release the neck on both sides. Keep rocking those legs side to side. All right. I'm gonna release both feet to the floor. Come up bring your arms wide. Come up onto your fingertips and lift the chest off the floor. Hold here, head in line with the spine. One more inhale. And then exhale, look to the right, dip the left shoulder in. Inhale, come back to center. Look to the left, dip the right shoulder in. And look to center. Release forehead to the floor. And then we'll just press back to child's pose. Inhale. Exhale. All right, press back up, downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Last couple standing poses here. Look forward toward your hands. Step or float your feet to the outside of your hands. Bring your tailbone down toward the floor, hands to the heart, lift through the crown of the head. This is really, really, really good for your back. So if you have back issues and this pose is accessible to you, I recommend practicing this pose every single day. If your heels don't reach the floor and it's really, really uncomfortable, you can always roll up your mat or take a towel underneath your heels. And also back out of the squat. It takes a little more leg strength to hold the hips up high. Okay, so it just takes time to get into this pose. Continue to breathe here. Keep the head in line with the spine, and then gently press the elbows into the knees to draw the knees wider. Press the knees wider. All right, so head is going to stay in line with the spine. And just build a little bit of heat in the hips and the back. Bring the hands to the heart, and we're just going to lift the hips so they come, your thighs are parallel to the floor, your back is parallel to the floor. Good. So head stays in line with the spine. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the hips. Keep your head in line with the spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And again, keep going with your breath. Immediately going to start to feel the heat building. Five, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Oh, I hope you feel that as much as I do. My legs are burning. Bring your hands to your mat. Bring your feet in. Knees come up to triceps or armpits. And we lift the feet off the floor for Bakasana. Hold here. Last inhale. And then exhale, bring your feet back to the floor together. And then inhale, chair pose. Wow, you should feel your back on fire in a good way. Good fire, building so much strength. And then inhale, rise up, tall mountain. Exhale, mountain pose, release hands down by your side. To get a balancing, nice low back release pose. Okay, so we're gonna take that left foot, spread the toes nice and wide, and we're gonna pull the right knee into the chest, hands around the knee. All right, so again, we did this on the floor already. Now we're doing it standing. Okay, so we wanna draw the knee to the right around the ribs and then up toward the shoulders. Ooh, okay, let me get my balance. Find my dristy, okay? So it goes around the ribs and up toward the shoulder, to flex the toes back toward the face and draw the elbows down and in. Shoulders away from the ears. Pressing the right hip. Use your arm strength, pull it in tight. Good. Release, wiggle it out. So you should really be pulling. You should feel your arms working. My arms were shaking, so really active. Right toe spread wide, pull the left knee into the chest, hands around the knee. Now pull that knee to the left and up toward the shoulder. Elbows draw down and in, toes flex back toward the knee. Okay, really, really strong through the right standing leg. Shoulders away from the ears, reaching through the crown of the head. Compress your hip. Compress, compress, compress. Inhale. Exhale, left foot to the floor. Let's take a vinyasa. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now come onto your shins, separate your feet, roll your calves out of the way, sit your hips between your heels. If this is too much, this is a great place to sit on a block or a blanket. Shoulders right over the hips, reach through the crown of the head. We have healthy and flexible knees. You can come a little bit further down. Elbows, forearms, all the way down to the back if you want. This is a back bend. So when we come down, there will be a little bit of an arch in the low back. Continue to draw the knees together, maybe arms up overhead. This is hero pose. And release. We'll just gradually go into a couple deeper back bends, one at a time. Release the legs, give them a little bit of a shake. We're gonna come into fish pose now. So bring forearms to the floor. Forearms are parallel to one another to the outer edges of the mat. Really active through the feet. Lift the chest and start to release the crown of the head toward the floor. You're super flexy and you have really nice open shoulders and chest. Maybe the crown of the head touches the floor. So you can have a little bit of pressure on the top of the head, but no great amount of weight. Sorry, having a hard time word finding there. Last breath. And from here, you can just start to lower down onto your back. All right, next back bend is bridge pose. So draw the heels toward the hips, hands by the side, press into your feet and the palms of your hands, lift your hips. Option for chest expansion, you can take hands underneath the hips, roll onto the shoulders. Chest draws toward chin, chin draws away from chest. Inhale. Last exhale here. Take one more inhale. And then on the exhale, lower all the way down. Let the knees rest toward one another, hands by the side. One more breath. Last back bend, wheel pose. If wheel's not in your practice, take bridge again. For wheel, flip the hands. Press gently up onto the crown of the head. Draw the elbows in, and then press all the way up. One more inhale, and then exhale, slowly lower down. Let the knees rest toward one another. Nice deep breaths. And then slowly draw the knees into the chest. Be really gentle as we counterpose those deep back bends. From this position, feel free to twist to the right, or you can place your feet back on the floor and twist to the right. Look to the left. Draw back through center, twist to the left, look to the right. Come through center, knees into the chest. Free to take happy baby if you'd like. We're on our way to Savasana, so anything else would feel good before Savasana, feel free to take that now. When you're ready, release the legs long, arms by the side. Palms face up. Feet fall open. Inhale through the nose, fill all the way up. Let it go through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, close the lips, and gently release through the nose. And then fully release the breath. So start to inhale and exhale naturally. You can part the lips if that's more comfortable. Just let the body be heavy and soft. Let the mind be soft. Thoughts just drifting by. The last few moments are just for you. So there's nothing else here to do on your mat except enjoy this soft space that you've created. If you have the time and space, please feel free to stay in your Savasana as long as you can. Otherwise, when you're ready to come out of it, we'll start to awaken the body by wiggling fingers and toes, and rolling wrists and ankles. Work the arms up overhead for a full body stretch, reaching fingertips to toes. Nice deep breath in. And then coming on to the side, cradling the head in the arm, pulling the knees into the chest. Take a final moment here on your mat to acknowledge your practice. Set an intention for your day. When you're ready, go ahead and slowly press all the way up to a seat. Find a tall spine. Draw hands to heart center. We'll close our class with a breath together. So inhale through the nose, fill all the way up. Hold it at the top. When you're ready, release it through the mouth, letting it all go. Today, as you go forward, may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, and peace in your heart. Namaste.